Greetings, Warriors of the Ring. My name is Strider656, and I'm just so thrilled to be back to War of the Ring after a hiatus where I played Fury of Dracula. So I hope I'm welcoming a lot of the Fury of Dracula community to this great game. I love War of the Ring. This game is a wild ride because I played this against Vayze about a month ago, and I wanted to share it. So we didn't agree to do a video until afterwards. So Vayze, thank you so much for allowing me to share this with the community. For those who don't know Vayze, Vayze and I shared another game of Vayze and I's before when we were actually 1-2 in the Lone League last year. And we both got knocked out, so we played each other for fun. And he beat me in that one. So this is kind of like a revenge match. So this game, I'm playing Free People. Vayze is playing Shadow. We agreed to do bidding, and I said, you're the higher seed, let me practice my tournament game, because this is actually prior to the tournament, my game 3 that I had against Tigray. So anyway, here we go. So I'm playing free. I draw into, I will go alone, and Thranduil's Archers. I say Fellowship, okay. And let's see what happens here. He allocates an I. And I talk about a while in the chat. Because what ended up happening is he actually bid a token so that he would play Shadow because we were practicing bidding. And I accepted it because my plan was to accept anything. So we talked for a while. He said he accepts 2 tokens for Fellowship. And I had to take the one. So here's the starting rolls. Pretty good for me. I don't remember what I did, so we're going to watch the game and I'll commentate as I go. I say, man, pass. So I say it's a race. So it sounds like what I'm saying here is I'm going to race the Fellowship with my 3 characters. We'll see how it goes, though. He brings Isengard to war. I pass again. He brings Sauron to war. I move the Fellowship, and he misses. I say, yes. He says, safe. He decides to move armies around into Gorgoroth and over here. Just so you guys know, I'm also practicing. Someone mentioned before to me that my videos were too quiet, so I literally have the microphone right to my mouth. Please let me know in the comments if you can hear me better in this video or if I need to do more to edit the microphone settings in general to make it louder. So anyway, back to the game. I move the Fellowship again, and I miss again. I say safe. He says safe. I say phew. Let's see what he does now. Now he moves everyone. Does a typical movement up here, so it looks like he's going to do, which I'm happy to see because I do have Thranduil's Archers. I said move the Fellowship again, and this time I'm hit. Let's see what happens. I say, oh no, it's a 1 reveal. So I decided to take the Corruption because I can probably draw a better tile in Moria, hopefully like a 3. And let's see what I draw into. Here we go. Oh, that hurts. I don't remember that at all. A 0 reveal, it's the worst case scenario. I say, not what I wanted. He thinks, I say, why don't you Lure of the Ring Gandalf? So let's go. He laughs. Let's see what he does. He brings Saruman in. I decide to display Thranduil's Archers outright so I can draw another card. Because I'm not going to give him a ring. I draw in the Book of Mizarble. He says, hey, Thranduil. I just laugh. I was going to hold it, I said, because I was. And he draws a strategy card. And I pass because when you have a token, if you don't know, you have to say pass at the end of the turn. And some people are too quick at this because you technically have that action. You have to say pass before you go on. So if you're learning that, please do that when you use tokens. By the way, I don't like tokens. So I draw into Dane Ironfoot's card and Deadman of Dunharrow. And I don't know what he draws into. Doesn't matter. I say I'll keep Gandalf in charge. Fellowship, okay. He allocates an I. And rolls 1 more. And I roll this, which I'm not happy to see. That means I might have to give him a ring to lose Gandalf, potentially. So I start by flipping the Fellowship. And the reason I'm going right away is because I'm doing math here. Because he could technically Day Without Dawn me, right? Because he can muster the Southron and Easterlings down here. And then I would move the Fellowship, lose Gandalf. And then he'd move it down, but he wouldn't be in time for my crowning. That's why I'm moving them right away. Let's see what he does. He thinks, and what did he do? Oh, so he's giving up on that idea. It looks like what did he do? Oh, he brought an elite here. So he's showing Rage of the Dundenlings. I give him a ring here to move the Fellowship, hoping to get hit. I do get hit. And the reroll is a miss. And he draws the 3. That's great. That's great news. He says, boo. I say, perfect. So Gandalf is gone. And he moves the guys. He's condensing onto to Lorien here. I bring Gandalf in. Makes sense. What am I hiding?
He arrives precisely when he means.
Shows a character card. I decide to... What am I doing here? I decide to pass. He plays On They Went in the pool. Pass again. And now he moves the armies there. Right outside of Lorien. I think that could help me with cards. Probably not. So I just do the typical movement, which is up here. And the second move is I move from Osgiliath to Minas Tirith. Because he's not going due, clearly. I have no reason to move him here. That's my thoughts there. He plays Many Kings. Great card. I say boo. I hate that card. Which is funny because that's what he said about Thranduil. So I pass again. And now we go into turn number 3. He draws his cards. I draw into Ents and Fearfire Foes. I decide to declare the Fellowship out of Moria. He allocates an I say Fellowship okay. And I roll this. So I have 2 Wills of the West here. And I have characters. So I think what I'm thinking is I will go alone. I could heal that corruption I have. And then move Strider, which I don't do this normally, to move Strider into Minas Tirith and then crown him. Because, again, he's still 2 away. So he can't Day Without Dawn me. He doesn't even have musters to get those guys down. He has 1 potential muster using the ring. But he can't Day Without Dawn me this turn. So that's why I decide to pass. So he's condensing his army, he's moving up towards the dew line. And now I will go alone. But I decide first I want to try an attack Isengard. Let's see how that goes. I got 1. And then I will go alone. And who did I bring? Strider? Anyone else? And Pippin. He says, nice. Because I still want to have a strong fellowship. I mean, I'm doing pretty well corruption-wise. So I feel pretty good. And I can crown and I can threaten Gondor a little bit. I say... Does MT look tasty? He says, a little bit. I say, hungry for a king? We'll see if he stays. Because, again, Aragorn is the king that runs away. So he thinks it might cause some issues. He thinks for a while. I remember I never crowned Strider. Now he goes here, and he moves up here. But this army, I have no fear of, because he can't even muster them down. I flip Aragorn, which also flips Minas Tirith. He moves down here, so he's coming towards here. Let's see what happens next. I decide to play Book of Mizarble. Let's see what... And I laugh. I say, adios. So there goes brave Sir Aragorn. Runs away. And there goes poor Pippin. Is that who's in Minas Tirith right now? Yeah, poor Pippin is like, where are you going? He just leaves. All right. Cool. I'm with the Fellowship, and I am hit. It's a 0 reveal. This is where you hate not having Strider as a guide. I say, at least you got those before Gollum for the 0 reveals. Because 0 reveals are in Mordor. It sucks for free. He texts me to Tirith. They move down. I think... And I decide to move the guy from Osgiliath to Pelargir. And the guy from Iron Hills to Erebor. He attacks Lorien. And I go under siege there. I pass. Let's see what happens here. I draw into Ents and the last battle. This game is a wild ride, though. So something wild is going to happen soon. I wonder what it is. I don't know. Actually, I do know, but I'm not going to tell you because that's the excitement of the video. Going to turn 4. I turn to the last battle and another Ents card, it looks like. Say Fellowship, okay. Allocates an I. Ooh, here we go. Look at that roll. So the 4 eyes in the pool. And I roll this. I don't remember what I do here. I think I have to go. I can't pass. I say time for a military victory. He says a couple of shitty rolls with a smiley face. I think, and I decided to flip the fellowship. And I remind him my roll sucks too. Like, I can't really do a military victory because I don't have enough movement here. I'm not going to give him a ring. Let's see what he does. He moves the Southerns and Easterlings down. I decide to play, to draw a strategy card. I get King Brandsman. Not bad. Southerns and Easterlings are totally to war now. Now I play King Brandsman so I can get another strategy card to see if I get something good. A power 2 great. That can move the elves down. He uses a ring here. What is he doing? Army action to move them all to Umbar. So Corsairs is definitely coming. Nothing I can do about it. And he moves these guys up here. I think. So he got me this time. But I want to deny the Witch King. Because I did. Because that's why I refused to move Gondor down. Because I didn't want to give him the Witch King with a muster. I said the Corsairs were too great. Just like this card. And then I play a power 2 great. That's funny. It's been so long that my jokes they make me laugh at least. He says, gonna be pissed if you have Círdan's. Do I have Círdan's? I do not. But I do have Dead Men of Dunharrow. So that's a threat. He passes, I think. I decided to play Dane Ironfoot's guard because that card's too good, and plus he could easily move up here later. And I want to keep my hand with 4 or less. I know he plays Corsairs of Umbar. They go under siege. And I smile, and I put a Gondor Elite there. And then I pass my last action. So I'm holding on to that token. Let's see what cards I get. Athelas and Through a Day and a Night. Perfect for military victory time potential. Depends on the roll though. Let's see what happens here. I say fellowship. Okay. He allocates an eye and rolls a lot more. Now this is looking military. Like, let's see what my roll is though. He says, oof. I said, there we go. And now I roll this, which is good because this will get me dead men this way. So let's see what I do. So I start by moving the elves down using the token. Thank you, token. I say, let's see what cards you have because he cannot muster here. He also cannot muster here. He can move his armies, though. He can move off and off to protect whatever this place is. Moria. It's been so long since I played. But he can't get here. I said, let's see what cards you have. I don't see any musters on the table. You can go. He's thinking. He passes. I say, of course. Now I play Dead Men of Dunharrow to get 3 guys there. He says, not great. I say, it's a power 2 great. And I laugh at myself. I said, I want to move the fellowship. But I didn't. But not on those eyes. I say, I don't think I can win this turn. He said, trying to prevent that. I said, you can prevent it by killing all of your dice. I said, there's no way for me to win right now because let's see if I'm right. So if I attack here, that's 1. And then if I use that army action, I can move them down. I can move them down. I think I could win this turn potentially. So we'll see what happens. All right. So he uses his army actually to block. That's why I knew I couldn't get him this turn. So he blocks Umbar. I think I decide to put an elite in Woodland Realm because I have those musters anyway. That way they can be more powerful. He passes. And I thought that was a mistake there. And now I just do my movements down and out here. I said, do you have orcs? He says, he brings these guys out. The 3-2 army. And I move down with that. Passes. And I decide that it's more important to actually get my guys here than attack Umbar. Because the way I see it, if I give him a ring, he can do stuff. But if I don't, then I can wait till the next turn to attack Umbar, and he can't really do much about that. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see what card he has. Half Orcs and Goblin Men. He plays there. Makes sense. I play Fear Fire Foes to move Gandalf to protect here from this army. I forgot about that. Because Fear Fire Foes is a muster action, so that's how I can move them. It's been so long since I played, I forgot. I draw into Faramir's Rangers and House of Sturges of Bravestan, which is good for me. Too bad Pippin's stuck, because there's only one companion here. I say any eyes. He decides to do one. Let's see how the roll is. I just clicked somewhere different. Let me just make sure I'm good here. There we go. He says, if I roll 4 more again, you deserve it, I guess. He allocates an eye, and he rolls 2 more. But it's all Palantirs and a character. He laughs and say, wow. He says, okay, then. I say, what WTF is that? And I roll this. Perfect. So I use my Will of the West first to attack Umbar, so he can't muster. Not that he could anyway. There's nothing I can do, I don't think. That's something I can see. Let's see what happens. He plays Falcon from the Deep. Just to play it, and pulls Gimli dies. So Gimli's hanging out, watching the military happen, and maybe while he was looking, he got attacked by like a random, I don't know, something in the woods there. I say, bye, Gimli. You fought bravely. Now I attack Umbar. I have good cards here. I have Confusion. I also have Athelas. Let's see what I play. Probably Athelas. Yep. He plays Devilry of Orthanc, which does work. So he hits on 4s here. And I hit on 6s. And I give up Aragorn to get 3 hits there. So 1 + 2 is 3. And he gets 3 back. So, do I stop here? Let's see. I stop. Because I want to get my full. He draws a strategy card. I decide to finish Umbar off. And he has no card. So I have to, I have plenty of times to hit here, but it could be difficult. So I play Confusion, and I get no hits on the combat roll, and the reroll I get 1. And the Confusion, the poor guy just gives up. I just laugh. He says GG, because he says he can't do anything because I didn't give him a ring. He doesn't have enough actions to move here. And he doesn't have the Witch King either. I thought that was an odd one. Ended it with the suicidal Southern and Easterling guy. So let's see if he tells me the cards he has. I don't remember. He says he has Black Captain commands, but it doesn't help because the Witch King can't be there because he doesn't have any musters. Didn't have the musters to get him. So that was a wild ride, and I was excited about this game because I love military victories in general for the free people, and it really means a lot to beat someone so good as Vayze, who I believed finished 3rd in the tournament that we did last year. So this is a huge win. I'm so excited about this one. And I was just I just love sharing these. So I just want to thank all of you for checking out this wild ride. I plan to be back for more Strider adventure games and also recap my tournament, my last 3 games in the tournament that I played against Tigray. Because some of them they're all long plays, and I want to show you the quick versions of them. So thank you all for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know, especially if the sound is better in this video. And don't forget you can find me on the Discord if you want to play a game. If you want to do an adventure, let me know. And thank you guys for watching. And let's look at the stats. I almost forgot. It's been so long. Let's see how the stats were in this game. Let's see if it was skewed me or not. Let's look. All right, guys. I'm so sorry as I figure this out. Free people. I was below average. He was above average on 6s. But what killed him is all the eyes here. The +4 on eyes. And I had good military victory rolls that I needed. So anyway, that's it, guys. See you in the next one. Bye.